Hey everybody, it's Elle, and I'm here for this week's F It forecast. Now, why am I not glammed up with lashes and clothes and all that sitting in my bed? Because this is the fuck it forecast, okay? The F It forecast is me not giving a fuck about your opinion. I don't have any filter. I don't have any clothes, okay? You're getting it raw and real, okay? So, anyway, today we're going to talk about what's happened this week. Now, last week I told you that some things were going to be revealed. Uh, did I miss or did I hit it? I feel like I did hit it. We realized that, people really don't give a fuck about Black lives still. I mean, they do, but they don't. It's not consistent. On the same day that Derek Chauvin actually was released, or I mean, not released, but convicted, charged on all counts of murder. Mah'kia Bryant was killed in Columbus, Ohio, which is actually my hometown. I'm really tired. And there are people out here that are justifying it. You know, I don't agree. Okay? Because at the end of the day, they always say don't bring a knife to a gunfight. She had a knife, she didn't have a gun. One may say that she was fighting someone else and the other person's life was at stake, but she was also being jumped by multiple people. So, in that regard, she was defending herself. People get beat to death every day by more than one person. If you're outnumbered, what the fuck are you going to do? So, as far as this week, I'm not exactly sure what I said. I did get good news. Did any of you get good news? I know I did say something about that. I got excellent news this week. I do feel like there were some challenges, and now we have the full moon in Scorpio coming up, which happens to be my sun sign, and the sun sign of Taurus, which happens to be my moon sign. So, the best day for the fuck it forecast, right? Things that have happened this week. I've launched the website. You can actually book readings with me on www.astoldbytarot.com. It's really simple, really easy. You can just book whatever type of session you want. Okay? Cool. Okay, what else is going on now? What's been revealed? The Johnson and Johnson thing, vaccine is going to come back on the market. But see, this is the really tricky thing about that. They're talking about how everyone over 18 should get it, but there is a chance of death and blood clots, but only in women um, under 50, over 18. It's still worth the risk. Honestly, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your body. Get the shot, don't get the shot, but just wear a mask. That's all I have to say. Obviously, if you're getting the vaccine, you still have to wear a mask. Therefore, if you don't get the vaccine, just wear a mask. Really simple. Some of you can't wear a mask, and I just prefer that if you can't wear a mask, then you don't need to go outside or wear proper screen protection. Um, you know, in other news, we're finding out a lot of things about um, Biden undoing a lot of Trump era policies. We're now going to have more people focusing on the oceans and trying to undo the bullshit that Trump put in place during his 4 years that completely neglected the environment, which is great. Okay, so do you guys want me to really pull cards? Because I'm going to be going live and doing a full moon video anyway tomorrow. I don't know what you want me to do. Um, but honestly, the downloads I've been getting this week have been to just hold tight to your dreams, hold tight to the things that you want to do. You know, I I can't explain how outraged I am as a woman, as a black woman, as a person who has been in fights, you know, to know that this has happened. Um, I kind of feel like every time we get a step forward, we've got a step back, And I think even previous to me talking about this, there was Dante Wright's shooting, or right after I did my previous post. I can't remember. But I can't keep up. And the F It forecast for me was made so that I can just express my opinions and listen to how you feel about your opinions. I already said I'm not affiliated with any particular political party at this point in time because I realize that I have to focus on what my purpose is outside of politics. But when it comes to human rights, it's serious. And see, Columbus, Ohio, you need to be fucking ashamed of yourselves. The police department, He needs to be ashamed. I grew up respecting police officers, and there were officers that actually protected me and my fellow, little kids in my neighborhood, growing up in Ohio State campus, who actually got killed by someone at a routine traffic stop, right? And I grew up around people. My mom worked for Safety City, different officers that were in the band. There was Officer Stone Rock. There was Officer Randy, for Dare. Okay. Like, I met Sergeant Roundtree. I really enjoyed the police department and didn't have problems with police then. But now in these times, ever since Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, all these defenseless, these kids being killed, but another person of a different race could go kill people and walk out. Even in Colorado, he was not black, and he walked out after killing how many people? The guy that killed the people in the church walked out, and they got him food. What the fuck? You know? And it's just really crazy for me because, I think people don't realize that I'm black. And I feel like there's a pressure among a lot of people to, pick one side or the other. But I'm choosing human rights, and that's not a side. It's not a side. If you were to get into a fight and we're getting jumped by people at a bar and you call the police for help, right? How would you feel if you got shot or you were killed? Oh, you wouldn't be able to feel anything because you'd be dead. But it's fucked up. It's terrifying. And then once again, people are bashing the victim. You know, I think that people need to have a little bit more respect for one another. We're people. These are children. These are fathers. These are brothers. And I think that a lot of you have asked me to really be, authentic and express how I am when I'm doing my readings, but don't really know that, like, seeing this shit on TV is traumatizing. I give you permission to step away from the television. I give you permission to unfollow certain things. I give you permission to just scroll past and not think about it. I give you permission to not watch the videos anymore, to not watch CNN as they have these cases. I give you permission to turn off the news. I'm an aunt. I'll be a mother someday. I have black nieces and nephews. I have black kids. I have black friends. I'm black. And I don't care how passable you think that I may be. It still affects me. And I still give a fuck. Don't be shitty. You know? I think that the first episode should be me how I am. Because when you get your reading, you're going to get me in the raw. Sometimes I might be cute, but sometimes I'm not. But all the time I'm genuine. I'm trying to think of other stuff that is going on in the news, and I'll be a little bit better next week. But I wanted to still get this done. It doesn't have to be perfect today. I'm working really hard at getting set up for the retreat. And I have a lot of other projects happening. So at this point in time, I'm really not available. But I do want you guys to know that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be upset. And it's okay to just tune it out because you're tired. I'm tired of seeing this every day. For a year. For years. And while I told you guys last week that I was going to be so upset if Chauvin did not get convicted, which I knew he would. I think if another black kid is killed, that's not armed by the police. Or even if they are armed, it's a fucking knife, bro. A kitchen knife. Even if they are armed, just use tasers. I'm going to be hurt if another person, an unarmed black person or unarmed minority, like Mr. Toledo in Chicago, who's 13, who complied. I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be upset if they get hurt. If they die. They don't even get hurt. They don't have the option to get hurt. You just kill people. And to my people that are police officers who are trying to make a change, continue to do so. That extra minute or even couple of seconds to survey a situation can save a life. Be future, doctors, lawyers, whatever. It doesn't even matter what the person's past is like, because a lot of people have bad pasts that they overcome and they propel themselves into beautiful things. But think about what that's going to be and the change that you'll make. Those of you who are officers and you're black, thank you for being here. But make sure that you're not silent. Make sure that you listen to your fellow officers and, let them know, it's not okay. Like if they're being racist, if they're making comments or they seem off mentally and they may not need to be a police officer because mental health is real. Maybe they're not fit. Maybe they're not built from that cloth that is not afraid, to take a bullet so they can save a child's life. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to say that it's all officers that are bad, because a lot of officers save many lives, like in Colorado. But what I'm saying is, if you feel like the person is not going to be fair with their job, if they're not thinking soundly, if they really just get scared and just kill, save some lives. Tell someone, hey, I think they need to be evaluated. Isn't there a privacy thing possible where they can get mental evaluations checked just to make sure that they're not on the streets killing people? I'm not justifying or defending anyone, but I am for humanity. I am for kids not getting killed when they're unarmed, when they're complying. I'm for better training. I'm for better screening. This effort forecast was supposed to be fun, but ultimately, I'm hurt. And I'm not going to hide that I'm hurt just for shits and giggles for YouTube. If you're going to like me, you're going to like me for who I am and the fact that I'm just very real with everything. I made a post the other day and I said, doing your job, the difference between doing your job and not doing your job is detrimental when your job is to help someone. And I think I'm going to end the video on that. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I'll be back for your full moon forecast. And then we'll look at the week. But thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really happy to be there. Here, there, everywhere. Just remember to love one another. Just remember to live in your truth and to take a stand if need be, however way you see fit. See you later. Bye.